Welcome back to Cedar Valley Today. The Waterloo Community Playhouse is presenting the play Black Comedy, and it has some interesting plot twist.
Artistic Director Chuck Stillwell joins us now to walk us through this dramatic comedy. Now, Chuck, can you tell us a little bit more about what goes on during this play?
Well, you should hear the full title, and that helps explain it.
Okay.
It's Black Comedy, or The Night the Lights Went Out.
Okay.
During the first 4 minutes, the audience sits in the dark, but the actors act like they can see. Then there's a power failure, and from that point on, there's light on stage so the audience can see, but the actors have to act like they can't. So we spent a fair amount of time rehearsing in blindfolds to get used to moving around without the benefit of sight. It's the story of a young sculptor, Brinsley, whose ex-girlfriend left him 6 weeks ago, and then at this momentous moment reappears. So he's juggling an ex-girlfriend, a current fiancée, a multimillionaire who's there to look at his artwork and maybe make his career.
All right, and you mentioned the blindfolds a little bit, and obviously it's a complex play. So when do you start preparing for this?
We've been rehearsing for about 5 weeks.
5 weeks. So, can you tell me about what your role in this comedy is?
Well, I'm the director of the show, so I've been putting the cast through their paces. At one point, one of the actors said to me, "You're really enjoying this, aren't you?" And he meant watching them struggle. I meant I love the rehearsal process. I love watching people grow and develop and become better during the rehearsal process. And this is a great group, so it's been a lot of fun putting this show together.
And why this show specifically?
Because it's so funny. There's a lot of physical humor because of people moving around in the dark or creating that illusion. And there are a lot of very funny lines. Peter Schaffer, an English writer, has written a very funny play, and then he added the element. One of the things the sculptor has to do, he's stolen, for lack of a better word, furniture from his neighbor, because his neighbor's out of town. Only partway through the play, the neighbor shows up, and now he is in the dark trying to sneak all the furniture back into the neighbor's apartment and bring his junky stuff back. So at the beginning of the play, the set looks quite nice with nice furniture. By the end of the play, it's what the apartment really looks like. And watching him do all of this in the illusion of darkness creates a great deal of the humor, as people barely miss running into each other and accidents barely miss happening.
Sounds very interesting. Now, what different age groups can enjoy this show?
I'd say anybody who enjoys physical humor. Our cast ranges in age from early 20s to late 60s, so that's the age range. As far as your local audience, our leading actor is a Wartburg graduate, Alex Mugin, who right now works for KWWL, and he's doing a great job.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.